Hi, it's Bronwyn here, and thanks for being with me. What I want to do right now is just give you a simple framework in which to create your own prompts for ChatGPT to get the most out of ChatGPT for your travel. Content's super important these days for all sorts of reasons, which I'll go through on another video one day. But what I've done here is I've designed a prompt, and the prompt is to get more than your average ChatGPT article, and it's called SOAR. It's what I call a super prompt. And the thing about ChatGPT, it's only going to give you as good as it gets in terms of instructions. So if you give it a really poor generic instruction, you're going to get poor generic content. So that what that means is that you need to be as specific as you possibly can when giving your instructions. And I like to treat it as I would as my new marketing intern or trainee employee, in that you have to be as clear as possible and also direct it when it's not quite right and correct it when it's not quite right as well. So that is the basis, the best way to think about your ChatGPT assistant. So with the SOAR format, it's all about providing context, and context is absolutely everything. And the way that we do that is we give it a situation. So for example, here I am a travel marketer, and the objective is that a travel agent has asked you to create a marketing campaign for a multi-generational travel. So what I want that to do, what it to do is to create 2 blog articles and outlines for the website, and from each article create an email, and then create 3 social media posts. So, and also give it an example result. So what sort of format you want to include. And so what I'll do, I mean, this is a very basic prompt. I have more complicated prompts. So let's have a look here. And what I'll do is I'll copy and paste it and just see what it comes up with in ChatGPT. I'll copy that. I'll take it over to my ChatGPT here, paste it, and see what it comes up with. So one of the things here is that I have trained ChatGPT, and you need to train it so that it gets to know your business and your brand as much as it possibly can. So we can do this in various ways. So you can see here, for example, memory has been updated. Memory, it has a memory, so it means that it remembers the previous prompts that you put in. And for that reason, I recommend that you separate personal and business so that you have 2 different chats going, or GPTs going, so that it can really get to understand your business. So let's see what it's come up with here with my very simple SOAR. We're going to do a content marketing plan for multi-generational travel. Now you can do this if you are a travel agent, you can do this if you're a destination, a hotel or accommodation with 2-3 bedroom apartment. You can basically do this regardless of who you are in the travel and tourism industry. So there's a few things here. Okay, it's talking about vacation, and in Australia we talk about holidays, don't we? So we'll correct. So let's have a look. Article 1, the ultimate guide to planning a memorable multi-gen family vacation. We're explaining the multi-generational, choosing the perfect destination, accommodation options for large families, keeping everyone engaged and happy. This is, to me, it's a really good. It has an email plan with a subject. It has 3 social media post plans. So I like it's come up really well, and again, that's because I've trained it a lot. You may not get such a sort of a good outline to begin with, but believe me, if you keep using it, they will get better and better as it gets to know your brand and your business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as you would an employee, this is good. Now I want you to create the detailed article. Explicit, clear instructions always. The rise of multi-generational travel, increasingly fast-paced world. There's things I'll pick up as I go along. I'll just let you know. This first sentence here is always used in ChatGPT. Get rid of it. And it's really important to always remember with ChatGPT, it's probably 70 to 80% there. You're going to have to come in as a human and humanize it at the end. So it's never ever going to be perfect, but it's a good way there for your article. So you're still going to save hours and potentially days and days, because I know you're probably not a professional, but it gives you great bones of your perfect article. So yeah, get rid of these sorts of things that you hear over and over again in ChatGPT. Let's have a look here. The guide, choosing the beach resorts. Yep, always a hit with families. Cultural cities, national parks. Yep, great. Accommodation options for large families. So as you know, ChatGPT speaks in American. We're Australian. You can tell it in your settings that you want it to speak in Australian. Now, I have already done this, and what happens, sometimes it ignores you or it forgets, just like your employee. So we'll tackle that in a moment. And one of the other things, because I've asked it for a detailed article, it has limits. It works really well in short. So I think this is a pretty good article. It's there. It's pretty well. It knows what I want because I've been working with it for a long article too. It's actually given us 2 articles with examples, and these are all really great. Yes, it's helpful. And I want it to continue generating for me. Yes, it's great. So I'm going to make some adjustments here. In the settings, as I mentioned, I've told it you must write in British English for an Australian audience. So feel free to correct it every time it's got something wrong. Family. Yeah, look, it's given us the word. What else is it doing? It's probably less Z's and more S's. Traveling with a double L. Thank you. Now, don't be surprised after you've asked it to correct itself that a couple of articles or iterations down the track, it will become lazy again and fall back into American. You just have to keep reminding it. The more you remind it, the more it remembers. It's quite bizarre, isn't it, really? This is pretty good. I really like this article. You've got your destination. So you've got 2 articles here. Continue generating. Yep, this is great. Okay. So what you could either do is merge this into 2 articles, into one article, as one big article. I would recommend doing that. Or you could have 2 hyperlinking to both articles is really good to do. So I really like this. So what I want to do now is I want to use this article in my marketing. So what we do now is I want it to create an email, and I want it to create social media posts so that I can connect the links through to my website. Now I want you to create an email for the database, linking back to the article, and 3 social media posts. So what I would recommend here is using the 3 social media posts over a week. So here we have like a fantastic weekly campaign. So create the article, send the article out to your email database, and then have your 3 Facebook posts themed multi-generational travel for this week, linking back to that post on your website. It's so easy. Let's see what it gives us here. This is really good. Fantastic. Yep. Love this. Top destinations. You could even turn this into an ebook if you like. Wow, here we go. It's gone right to creating a pretendy hype. This is really awesome. And here's your social media posts. Voila. So there we have a really fabulous campaign on something that's trending in research right now. And I have literally whipped that up in, I reckon, less than 10 minutes. You can do the same. It's pretty easy. And I'd love to know what you think about this. So I will ensure I put the prompts in the notes here and have a go. And I'd really, really love to know how you went with this. Okay, thanks for being with me.